Okay guys, this is the 49.9 yuan crystal. Direct flight, I bought it. Actually, I bought several colors, but I bought all of them. But he arrived at this one first, and his one is still being delivered today. But I delivered the package. I can't help but feel sorry for you. Because of that video, I can't help myself. I want to film something you can understand. If you can understand me, try to understand. So let me show you one first. Because the other differences are just in color and such, but it's really low. Wait a moment, let me take a look myself first. It's fair enough, and the PI material is also decent for the exterior. You see, the one next to him should be his TPN employee. But this one, the amount of or is quite large, because when I first pick it up, it feels a bit loose and overflows. Well, how should I put it? Okay, just average. It really feels pretty average. Because yesterday I saw that I was presumed dead. A few days ago, a few people might have gotten their hands on other bloggers first. It means the package has arrived. They say it looks a lot like the Swiss one, so let me compare it with you. I don't think that's really that similar. But this one is still a bit better. They say self-promotion is very fresh, but it's still a bit longer. But hey, you guys have to say. Offline there is still a ding-talk sound, but online it's basically non-existent. There are also those on the lane, but this skipping is really serious. This is the first one. Second, he was very loose, and I felt it might have been because he was already loose. It's probably because the skipping sections are serious. I don't know what the problem is either. Justice. Actually, when you shoot it, it feels a bit like. Because it was because of the patch on his side. I saw it head-on. Luckily, this PI did it. Actually, I think they're all pretty good. Then I think, however, alas, I'm not very sure to comment on this, it feels a bit much. There are those good and a bit of bad ranges, but actually it has some. The relatives. Compared to these products, their advantage is that they are cheap. I'll remove this one for now. Its advantage is that it's cheap. It's now 49.9 yuan. I feel like the price will be about as high as it will in the future. I think the live streaming chain is quite large. You can wait and see. The secondary market will probably crash then. It will definitely be at a loss. But compared to these products, it can't really compare. Even compared to this little cookie, it can't quite compare. But the price is relatively low. Sigh, it's a bit hard to put into words. I think if you like the look, just buy one. I don't like the look and feel. Anyway, let's not talk about breaking it apart. Anyway, it's a deviation, that's all. Upper, mid, lower, I feel like he's at least in mid-bottom. But not very low level, but at least below average. His basin isn't bad either, because I saw his price tag before. I actually want to play, but I think the developers are the best at it. I still prefer direct recommendations from developers, so I never bought it. Then he finally released the direct push, and I actually paid quite a bit of attention. I've seen this many times, and it's been quite a while. Still asking where to buy it? He had actually been doing the warm-up for several days and was still asking questions. But after actually getting it today, I think it's really well done. Generally, it is dual track, but it also has different tracks. Double track, wait a moment, let's take a look. Look at you, it's all P. Let me say this again. Both are PSI materials. I thought there was oil inside too. I'll go touch it. No one went in to look. It's just the polishing process. Look, this is polished. Right? Why is there oil? I just can't understand it. Like that previous Lepi style. Why is there oil? Right? What lubricant is there? What kind of oil is there? I just saw mine just unboxed. I think it's just average. But if you adjust it yourself later on, because I actually quite like its appearance. It actually has its own unique style. It was this bald head. And even with color coordination, since there are still a few more to come, I'll wait until next time. Let's see if we can arrive today. If we do, we'll film for you later. If you can't come, I'll film for you tomorrow. It's the other colors. I actually quite like the appearance, and it's small and square, right? Rarely seen, all are rectangular, but this one is also considered rectangular. But it's a bit more positive. This is okay, the exterior. Not bad. I really like the look, but the push really doesn't work. It's up to you, see for yourselves. Because the ones that are indeed worse, it's really the pretty bad one. You can go and think about it yourselves when the time comes. You ask, anyway. 49.9 yuan, same as before. How to put it at 39.9 yuan? Because now that's gone. This 50 is unacceptable, originally this 50. If the current market is just Pinduoduo and Lada Coin, and there are still others for sale, then I wouldn't recommend buying this one at all. This one is fine. Maintain a good attitude. But it's gone, and now the price may have gone up. Then look at the back. But now I want to look at my appearance. Actually, I think this exterior looks pretty good. The first jump feels very severe. Why do people say he's not good? First, the itinerary itself is very short. You can see the itinerary itself is not very long. Unlike the other strokes, where long strokes are so short, he still skips sections. And there's one thing that's made very loosely, really loose. Just like this, you see. It only has a slight vertical alignment, but there is no left-right alignment. There is absolutely no frame space on either side. However, this one has a bit of frame space at the top and bottom. Left and right sides won't have frame capacity. But this one, when you push him, you always feel he's timid. He would always feel that he could sense it. He was very timid, that's the feeling. It's not that some of these are just loose at the time, but when he pushes normally, it's fine, and when he pushes to the top, when you hold this hand, you can feel it has a lot of minerals, see? Did you see that? Then how would you push it all the way through? It has some margin, and when you hold it, you can feel it has a lot of mineral content, and then suddenly it will give you a jump segment. You can understand me, right? I really think his touch isn't great. The guys really aren't feeling the best. But it looks okay. Look, it jumped another section. Actually, as long as there's no mineral content, I think the feel is decent. It also has a slight tinge of ding-ding. Produce, I haven't adjusted your own look. You guys are done talking, don't say anything.